All right, welcome back to block number 2. This is Mike at the Better Sundays podcast, and we're going to talk about how to get your people, or how to get you to align with the people that you are trying to reach. So stay tuned. Here we go. Welcome to the Better Sundays podcast. Focused, practical, and usable advice for church leaders looking to reach new young families and impact their community. Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back. We're in block number 2. We're talking about this very important thing of getting normal people to come to church. And as I mentioned, you and I are not normal, okay? The people out there are normal, and we want to get them to come to church. They're not coming because it's Sunday or because they, heard the verse that says, forsake not the assembling of yourselves together, okay? They're going to come because you have, number one, they know you exist, all right? They've got to know that. Number 2 and number 3, we're going to kind of cover these two, and these are kind of some prerequisites here, that you are in alignment, okay? You have something in alignment with what they need. They need certain things in their life. We supply those things they need. The basic of those is what we call salvation by grace, so faith in Christ, okay? We know some of that. I'm not going to get into the doctrine here, but we would be in a place where they look at us and they go, they have something that I need, and they're in alignment with me. So let me go through just a couple of kind of a list of a few different things that you might want to keep in mind when you are putting out your digital shingle. You are kind of like saying, hey, our church is here and this is what we do. You don't want to just kind of say, our church is here, we meet 11 o'clock every Sunday morning, be there, be square, that type of thing. You want to start to kind of appeal to what their needs might be. So I wrote down a couple of these different things. You're going to appeal to kind of like what we call this basic appetite or the immediate need. Okay, for example, if you had a flat tire, you're looking for a tire store. If you had a broken finger, you're going to an emergency room or whatever. If you need tech support, you're going to call someone that does tech support for your particular type of thing. Our churches need to have specific answers in there when you hang your shingle out, when you are saying something. We're here to help you have peace in your life. We're here to help you with recovery from your addiction. Now, you don't need to give 50 verses and talk about that in just your little promotion stuff. You just need to let people know that we're in the recovery business. We're in the peace business, okay? We are in the business of helping people to get forgiveness. We're in the business of helping people to conquer depression, to be filled with have a spiritual hunger, that type of thing. We're here to help people with their kids and their marriage. In fact, I got a call today from a pastor who said, hey, how is it that you do that and, teach those people, to have better marriages and better things with their kids? And we gave, some solutions for some of that to that particular pastor who called. But you and I are in the solution-giving business, and they need to know that we align with that. If you were going to, like I mentioned in the first block, if you're looking for sporting goods like new tennis shoes, okay, you're not going to go to like a Chevy dealership, try to buy a truck, okay? You're going to go to a place that sells tennis shoes. And if people are broken, by the way, normal people are broken. Normal people need forgiveness. Normal people are frustrated with life. Normal people are into addictions of all sorts of problems. Normal people are not satisfied with their life. If you and I are helping in those areas, we need to make sure that we let them know that we are doing that. We're helping parents who care deeply about their children. We're helping people that think that family is number one. Our church will help you be better at family being number one. Now, you're going to bring them in and you're going to talk about, all these different things and whatever, if you're talking about, forgiveness and recovery and all that, you're going to give them the gospel and you're going to win them. But once they become a Christian, they're coming back because you're still offering things that are in alignment. So you and I need to make sure, and that's why this block number 2 here is so important, that when you are hanging your shingle out, when when you are letting people know, you're letting them know the benefit of your church, not just the feature, not, oh, we start at 11 o'clock. Oh, we have a kids program every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock, whatever. But you are saying, we're in the business of building strong families. We're in the business of helping people find financial freedom. We're in the business of helping people learn what true forgiveness is. We're in the business of helping people understand what is going on in the world with all the catastrophes overseas and in the can't even say that word, the Middle East, okay? All of that kind of stuff. We're in the business of helping them. You want to let them know what you are doing, and you want to show them that you're in alignment. The second thing is they need to know, okay, they have to believe, and they may not understand forgiveness, they may not understand end times, but they need to understand that your church is the pathway to that truth. That when they come to your church, they're going to grow and they're going to mature. In other words, your church is a growing place, it's a developing place, it's a maturing place. Our church will help your children mature. Our church will help your family be a forgiving and a loving family. You see, it's the verb there, the moving forward. And I wrote this in my notes there. They have to believe that they're stepping in the right direction toward a solution, okay? You may not have the solution. In other words, they may not grab it right away, but they know that they're in the right place. Let me give you a quick illustration. A couple months ago, a lady in my church and my wife ganged up on me, and they told me I needed to go to the skin doctor because I had a little spot on my hand right there. All right? Now, we had no idea what it was. It was just kind of one of those funny little things, and it didn't look so good, and they were convinced that, it could be cancer, We made an appointment, got to the doctor, and the doctor then, took a sample and all that stuff. I went to a doctor. I made an appointment because I knew I was going the right direction, okay? The happy ending of the story is they tested it and I'm just fine, all right? So I'm still not normal, but I am fine, all right? But I got on a pathway. They need to understand that your church is a pathway towards the right thing. So if we want to get normal people to come to church, we need to align with solutions that they're looking for, and we need to present ourselves as a kind of a conduit or a pathway or a stream that is getting them there. And again, they may not catch things right away. A lot of people, of course, come to church. They think they're okay spiritually and all that. But you know what it's like. You develop people. We are a developing place. We are a maturing place. We are the conduit. We're the pathway. Okay, we are the way that is going to get people in the right direction. And you need to let that be known as you hang your shingle out, as you do your 12 different times. And we mentioned this in the first one. If you missed this, go back and watch the first one. Block number 1. But go back and listen. And this is the idea of 12 times a year, once a month, you need to be presenting yourself as a solution. You need to have you need to be digitally out there 12 times a month in one way or another. Now, you could add mailings to that and hand out flyers. There's a lot of different things you could add to that, but that's what we got. Now, I want you to hang on because we're going to get to block number 3 here in just a moment. So you can click the little button here and it gets you to block number 3. And block number 3, we're going to kind of give you, I want to rewrite this thing, and I want to just tell you a little story that has just permeated my brain more than any other little lesson that I've learned, and it'll help you understand that we are not normal and that we need to reach these people. So jump to block 3. We'll see you here in just a moment.